Number 1, waiting until you're older to invest. Let me show you why through an example. Person A starts investing $500 a month the day they turn 25, and they invest $500 every single month until they turn 40, and they never invest another penny again after they turn 40, which means over these 15 years, Person A invested $90,000. Person B didn't learn about investing until a little bit later. They started investing the same $500 a month when they turned 40, but then to make up for lost time, they invested from the age of 40 until 65, meaning they invested for 25 years as opposed to 15 years. And so person B invested over the course of their investing career $150,000 out of their pocket. And let's assume that both of them get a 10% return on their money. So person A invests $500 a month, and then at the age of 40, they don't invest another penny, but their money continues to compound and grow. Person B doesn't start investing until 40. They invest more money until the age of 65. Well, at 65, person A is going to have around $2.2 million, even though they never invested another dollar after they turn 40, while person B will have a little bit under $650,000 when they turn 65 years old, even though they invested way more dollars. The difference here is how much time they had to invest. This person started earlier, so the money had more time to compound and grow. And I get it, it's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy time since 2020. But the reality is what Warren Buffett said, time in the market beats time in the market. The longer your money is in the market, the more time your money has to compound and grow. Nobody knows when a crash is going to happen. Nobody knows when a recession is going to happen next. It will happen. And when that recession and crash happens, instead of panicking, use that downturn as an opportunity to buy more instead of running away. Number 2, buying a car you can't afford. The average new car payment in America today is $750 a month, which interestingly, 1 month of the average car payment is more than what my last car was worth when I stopped driving it last year. But now let's do some quick math. If you're paying $750 a month just in your car payment, that means you're paying $9,000 a year for just your car. That doesn't include the insurance or the maintenance or the premium gas. $9,000 a year just in car payments, which means over the next 10 years, you're gonna pay $90,000 in car payments, probably more. And you might say, well, Jaspreet, once I pay off my car, I'm not gonna keep making car payments, when in reality, what ends up happening to a lot of people is you finish paying off that car, then it feels weird not to have a car payment, so now you trade it in to get a new car, and now you get a brand new car payment, and you start the payment cycle again, and usually your car payment goes up because now you wanna upgrade the car because you have a new income, which is why many people are gonna end up paying more than $90,000 over the next 10 years, but I'm gonna be generous. You've paid $90,000 in car payments. This $40,000 car is now gonna be worth somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000 depending on how nicely you take care of this car, which means number 1, you've been paying interest for these last 10 years on number 2, a car that's been losing value, and then number 3, this car has a limited lifespan, because if you hold on to this car for 10 years, well, you might need a new car now, especially if it's not a Toyota or a Honda. But look at what could happen if you did things a little bit differently. If instead of paying $9,000 a year, you took this $9,000 and you used it not as a down payment on a car, but you used it to buy a used car with cash. Yeah, it might not be a BMW or a Lexus, but it'll be a nice, good working condition Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Camry. Now, you get to keep this $9,000 a year in your pocket. There's $750 a month that you can invest. And let's assume now that you're going to invest this extra money instead of giving it to BMW. Now, when you invest this money over the next 10 years, well, this $9,000 a year is not going to be $90,000 leaving your account. It's going to mean that you have an investment balance of $150,000. Here you have a car that's worth $5,000 to $10,000 that needs a lot of work. Here you have a 6-figure investment account that you can use to buy yourself a brand new car or to help buy your retirement. Most people will finance this $40,000 car without blinking an eye. But when it comes to investing your first $1,000, people have a lot of hesitations because what if I lose money? This car is a guaranteed loss. When you're paying interest on it, it's a guaranteed loss 3 times over because you're paying interest on a depreciating liability that has a limited lifespan. And so when you're willing to do this, you should be much more willing to invest your money, because when you lose in your investments, you're learning on how you can win, because that's where your real wealth has been. Again, for those of you that are investors or want to become investors, my team at Briefs Media publishes a free daily newsletter called Market Briefs, where we break down what's happening in things like the economy, housing, stocks, crypto, and the global markets into a fun, witty, and easy to read newsletter. It's read by hundreds of thousands of investors every single morning. And when you join Market Briefs, you'll also get my investing masterclass as a bonus, where I'll walk you through how you can get started as an investor and how you can find hidden investment opportunities before everybody else. It's all completely free. So if you want to join Market Briefs and get my investing masterclass, I have the link for you to join down in the description below. Decision number 3 is you're paying the stupid tax. You and your broke cousin Bunty want to go to Cancun. Great. It's going to cost you $8,000. No problem. Now you have two options. Option A is you only go if you have the money to actually buy it, which is going to cost you $8,000, the cost of the trip. Option B is you go even if you don't have the money and now you finance it, and it's going to cost you $25,000 because you financed it. Now you might look at this and say, Jaspreet, this is a pretty obvious example. Option A is the better option, but the data will disagree. Read this from Credit Karma. 1/3 of Americans plan to swipe their credit cards to pay for their summer plans, and more than a quarter have used or plan to use a payment plan or a buy now, pay later service. Let's do the math on option B, assuming that you finance this trip to Cancun on your credit card. It's an $8,000 purchase with 25% APR, and you're financing it because you don't have the $8,000 to pay it off, and now you make the minimum monthly payments, or a little bit more than the minimum monthly payments, so you're paying $175 a month. Well, now what's going to happen is you're going to end up paying $17,000 in interest alone. When you add the $17,000 in interest plus the $8,000 of the credit card debt that you acquired, meaning the cost of the trip, that means it's a total cost of $25,000 plus years of your life to pay off that 1 week to Cancun with your broke cousin Bunty. Well, look who's broke now. I'm not saying this trying to be mean. I'm saying this to make a point. This is what's called a stupid tax, because you're paying all this extra money, making Amex and Visa rich, when you could be using this money to make yourself wealthier and to give yourself a whole lot more freedom, all just for 1 week of fun. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.